Sorry for the interruption. We are experiencing a possible break in the multiverse. Please stand by. So, Pietro lives. Kinda. We aren't fully sure about the nature of this new addition to the happy town of Westview. Funny enough, Wanda seems surprised to see him. And she's not the type to enjoy surprises, it seems. So where is he from? Why is he here? Why is it Evan Peters now? Well, here's one theory to chew on, and it's got a strange cause, huh? We're covering information from episodes 1 through 6, so heads up if you aren't caught up to that point. Don't say we didn't warn you. SWORD is an organization that seems to handle problems very similar to S.H.I.E.L.D., enlisting the help of top scientists of varying fields and having access to large volumes of military personnel and equipment. So why wouldn't they do what S.H.I.E.L.D. did? Fight metahumans with metahumans. Insert the current Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Stephen Strange. Strange is a publicly known figure, but even if he was called in by SWORD to help solve the Maximov anomaly, how would he send in this new Pietro? Where would he find him? And is he even Pietro? With becoming Sorcerer Supreme, his info on the universe has expanded greatly, and as the Ancient One before him, he is likely aware of the different timelines that run through the multiverse, including alternate Earths. Searching these Earths, he may have come across this alternate version of her brother, allowing for him to return to help with her pain. Though this version of Quicksilver claimed he heard her calling, and we see him dead in a flash during episode 6, but this may be part of the plan. If she knew he was a different version of her brother entirely, it may not bring her the same comfort. The information he knows she remembers is slightly different, like when he referred to their childhood. Breaking down the walls from outside may not be working, so maybe an inside job would do the trick. With the upcoming Doctor Strange film titled The Multiverse of Madness and Wanda's subsequent appearance in said film, the signs point to both casters to come head-to-head soon. WandaVision may be the connective tissue to tie these former Avengers together. So how does this check out in the long run? Not too bad. Wanda seems genuinely surprised by Pietro's arrival, and it would take some powerful magic to introduce something new to her world without her knowing it. Pietro is also not under her control and seems like he is genuinely trying to help her. He keeps asking about how the town is running, even asking her where all the children have been this whole time. He knows the town is fake. He knows this is her becoming more powerful. He's completely different from anyone else here. Pietro's memories and Wanda's being slightly different pushes this theory even further. If he was from an alternate Earth, he may very well have had slightly different versions of those events. Similar, but not exact. For Strange to get inside physically or magically, he may need some additional intel. The connective theory points back to Agnes, who has been rumored to potentially be Agatha Harkness from the comics universe. Agatha, Strange, and Wanda are all intermixed in many storylines when it comes to spells and sorcery, each of them being incredibly powerful and butting heads or teaming up alternately. Agatha was also seen in the Halloween episode dressed as a witch, and her name was not revealed when the SWORD team was identifying the trapped citizens. Agatha also seems to have slightly more agency in her reactions to Wanda. She looks at her wide-eyed when the kids ask her if she can bring back the dead, and her moment of taking it from the top is a big red flag to both the audience and Vision. As Marvel gains more control over the rights of the characters in regards to their cinematic appearances, they want to bring a few of their more popular properties back in, the X-Men included. Evan Peters' version of Quicksilver was a huge fan favorite, making this universe hop a very welcome development. This just may be a small step in the long-term plans for the MCU. Despite how awesome the idea of some spell slingers going head-to-head with reality manipulation of their own, there are some hard knocks against this theory. Firstly, Hayward's disposition towards metahumans in general is poor. He seems to have a hatred of the former superheroes and Avengers. That being said, calling in another magic user to fight magic is unlikely. But there may be a magic user interfering with Wanda's world already. Billy has shown some of his true powers now, having a telepathic link towards her father and possibly other members of the family. Billy in the comic verse is also known as the hero Wiccan. His power set is very similar to that of his mother's, but the strength that he has is crazy big. Loki even mentions that Wiccan has godlike potential. Even though he's very young, it seems like Billy can use his powers whether he knows it or not. The kids did age abnormally fast, and seeing that did seem to surprise Wanda. The first time may have been her, so she and Vision could finally sleep, but the second time seemed to be all Billy, making him and his brother old enough to have a new dog. He wasn't actively tracking his father, but he felt when trouble was happening. Billy also didn't know what Pietro looked like. This could explain the strange appearance. Pietro may have become what Billy imagined his uncle to be. a friend of the twins, and a comforting presence for their mother. Wanda's powers are only growing, and now Westview has as well. Magic similar to hers may be something that can slip under her radar. Billy might just be a chip off the old block. Episode 6 turned a lot of the situation on its head. The Maximov anomaly is growing. No matter why he's here or who brought him in, hopefully Quicksilver can help defuse this disaster before it gets more out of hand. I guess 5 superpowered beings are better than 2, right? And now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Thanks for watching.